Hello, you wonderful creations out there. It is I, Supreme Me, and I want to talk to you today about the demo of Octopath Traveler 2. But before we get into that, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. You could have chosen many others, but you decided or stumbled upon this particular channel where I talk about all things related to video games, RPGs, action and adventure, and the games that I play, and my take on movies and shows and other wonderful things on this channel. If you like all that, check out my other videos. But now enough of all that thing, we're going to get right into it. So, Octopath Traveler 2 is a timed demo. This is something that I did not know, okay? 3 hours is all you get. Don't be preoccupied with other things, just focus on playing the demo for that 3 hours. Get as far as you can, do as much as you can, because once the 3 hours is up, that is all you get. Boy, they know how to make a good demo, because that leaves me hungering and desiring more. And I just stopped and I listened to the music and checked out the menus and really was taking my time exploring, and I grinded for a little bit and I learned some techniques and some job skills and things like that. It was really fun. I played Hikari. He is the warrior class, and he is of a Japanese themed ethnic people who live in the desert, because he's a samurai. He uses a sword, he can use a spear as well, and I think you can use any weapon you want to equip them, because his thing that he does outside of battle when you press Y is he likes to duel people, and when he duels those people, if he wins that duel, he learns their abilities and their attacks. And if the attack, I learned a fire thing, and I'm not even a mage. I learned how to hit people with a staff with a blunt force, which causes their attack to go down or their speed to go down or something or other like that. And I didn't even have a staff to use. I couldn't even buy a staff from the store, so I don't know if I can do that without the weapon, or do I need the weapon to do that? I never quite figured that out. I didn't really have the time to get into that, but I did know I have a sword, and I did know I have a spear. And I learned arrow type attacks, but I never tried them in battle. I only did the sword and the spear stuff, so I'm pretty sure you can do those attacks without the weapons, but I'm not quite sure. I wish I could have had more time. If I knew I was timed, I would have not been just waffling around listening to the music, and because I have a music mind. I know you probably don't believe Supreme Me, but I do. I have a music mind, and sometimes I just have to stop playing and listen to the glorious music. The town music sounds great in Hikari's story. In the daytime, it sounds great. In the nighttime, it is a wonderful thing to behold. And just don't spend too much time lollygagging. Remember, you've got 3 hours. So anyways, Hikari is a prince. He's the young prince. I think if I remember correctly in the story, he is the younger brother to the general. The general is all about attacking. He's a very fierce man. Not as fierce as yours truly, Supreme Me. But he's a very fierce man, and he likes battle, and he wants to destroy and decimate the enemy. Obviously, that's why he's been appointed the general. And, your father, who is basically the emperor, or the leader of all of this, realizes that his ambition has stirred some of his men up in the wrong way, and he notices that you are more peaceful, you fight for the right cause. Your character, I believe his name is, Hiraki. I'm probably butchering that name up. But anyways, that's the character I picked, because I love the warrior class. I'm always warrior class. Warrior's number one. Attack, strength, stat, skill is the main thing I like. Just get the enemy, knock them out, move on. And, so yes, the emperor came to you in a nice part of town where you have influence, because you were banished by the general because you weren't merciless enough in the battle and the war that took place preceding this, because that's like the first thing that you end up doing. You fight for all those people who have died and who are no longer alive, and their swords are in the ground to prove that they're warriors and they fought well, and so that's why your character is fighting. But he's looked at on as kind of soft and not really strong enough, so he's not fit to rule. Strength, might is right in this way. That's what they believe. And your character is not strong enough to rule and to lead, so at least that's what the general thinks. So the Emperor comes to you saying the general is inciting something, and he's trying to kind of overthrow, and he would want to rule, and even if that means knocking out the prince, right? So he can get the throne, that's what he wants to do. And so you're trying to be 2 steps ahead of that. And you go in the daytime, you can duel people, and in the nighttime, you can bribe people. Basically, bribes are not seen as something that's good, but in this particular land, I mean, if you want information, that's how you gotta get it from people. You pay them something, if they say they know something that might interest you, so of course you're gonna pay them, and then they'll tell you that information. They're not just gonna give you that information for free, right? So anyways, that's what he has to do, kind of find out what's going on. And so I was in a part of the story where I was on my way to go see the general at the Crescent area. I think that's the area where all the swords are in the ground and stuff like that, and then he's up there. And so I saved it before that, but I was kind of going back and forth, grinding and training and leveling up, and making sure I have the proper stuff equipped, the proper armor, and just grinding in the right way to make sure I'm best well prepared for the battle. And then I kind of stopped, took a break, listened to the music, and then I realized 3 hours had gone by, and I'm like, oh, holy cow. 3 hours have gone by, and the demo is done. It's a time demo. So the last Octopath Traveler 1 demo was not timed, but this demo is, and I wasn't expecting that. So if I would have known that, like I said, I would have got much more done. But all I can tell you is it's going to be amazing. I already knew it was going to be amazing. I didn't even need to play the demo. I'm already sold. Octopath Traveler is what a great RPG should be. It has all the things in it that make it great. I just know in the first Octopath Traveler there was a difficulty spike in there, and I tell you, it's a large difficulty spike. And I have to go grinding on there, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to stop playing this for a minute because that difficulty spike is huge. That's what I'm feeling right now in Persona 5 Strikers as well. It's like the difficulty just shot up, and it's like, wow, where did this come from? So they obviously want you to learn some skills and want you to fight and want you to, level up and prepare yourself and do whatever you need to do so you can get to a certain point. And, so anyway, like I said, I had to give Persona 5 Strikers a break. Hopefully I will beat that sometime in the future, but the Octopath Traveler 2 demo was amazing. Play it, you won't be disappointed. Buy it, you're not going to be disappointed. It's amazing. I wish I could say the same for Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart is something else I'm looking forward to, but I need a review first. I don't want to just buy that game just based on graphics and the trailers alone. This is how you get in trouble. So many games have gotten people in trouble by that. They just like what they see and they say, I want to get that game. It's like, no, you need way more information before you can just start doing that. But as far as Octopath Traveler 2 goes, it is great. Definitely recommend it. You will not be disappointed if you love RPGs like myself. Next demo that I want to try is Sea of Stars, and I will have a video on that when I am done with Sea of Stars. Thank you very much. That is all I have to say today. Thank you, you wonderful people. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you wonderful creations out there. And Supreme Me is out.